here we are, live.
Oops, I just realized when I was sitting down, my face was extremely close to the camera. So, yeah, sorry about that, guys.
Well, I just want to make a few things clear before we go on and wait for a couple of guests to get on. Um, the when you see live, we're going live. We're gonna have to change that because Mondays is usually the day we go live.
Hi, Jesus. Hi, Louise.
But we did a couple of what do you call it, rebroadcast, and some people thought that we were live because it says live on it.
Mm-hmm.
But Monday is usually the day that we do the live when we actually have the guests on live, and people were asking questions during that show.
Yeah,
and I got
saw
to see some of them. But I just want to make clear. I think now when I do a rebroadcast, I'm going to do it on Tuesday rather than Monday because that way people won't get confused.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, this show, a lot of people been asking about this show.
Hi, Karen.
Because we usually lighthearted, but today's show is a little bit serious and it's going to be lighthearted as well. What did you do today besides buying a new refrigerator?
You know, that was a really good experience. In case you guys don't know, if you need anything that you could purchase in Best Buy, they will come to your house, sit down with you in your living room, and you can shop while they're here. We had to get a new refrigerator, and we looked in the store, didn't find anything.
Mm-hmm.
So they came here, sat down with us. We picked out a refrigerator, and we don't have to go back to the store, and we could have purchased computer, television, like anything that they would sell. So that's the new way to shop, in case you guys needed to know that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So that's what I did, and then I went to the office for a little bit, and then I went to the gym.
Yes.
And talked to some parents and said hello. You know?
I just came back from the gym.
Yep.
Since a runner is actually at his dojo.
Yeah, everyone's dojo is blue in the back. I see his walls are blue. Our walls are blue.
When you're feeling blue, Jesus sings very well.
Does he?
Yeah. And I told him that we wanted him on the show and that he could sing.
Mm-hmm.
He's a little bit of Elvis.
That's not a bad thing to be.
I've been doing martial art for a long time. And I tell you, one of the discussion that I saw was which punch is the most dangerous punch? Is it a Wing Chun punch?
That one.
Or is it a karate punch? Which one is the most dangerous?
The one that comes from your wife, of course.
Well, the most dangerous punch, I said, is the one that you don't see coming.
That's true.
And the reason why I say that is because, it's hard to protect yourself against something that you don't see coming. Just like this disease that we're talking about today, this virus that we're talking about today.
I like that segue.
And it's something that you really don't see coming. Mm-hmm. No matter, it doesn't discriminate.
Absolutely.
And I am so glad that we had the guests that we had today because they went through that, and these are people that we love.
Yeah, I happened upon Albie's story.
Yes.
Randomly, because the day before you were saying how you wanted to do this show, and I was like, oh, okay, that's a good idea. And then the next day, popped right up in my Facebook newsfeed was Sullivan County Post.
Isn't that amazing how that happens?
And talking about how Albie is a survivor and how he even contracted the virus. So I was like, wow, that he really should just be on the show. I think that was a sign that he should be on the show.
Yes.
All of our guests have a little bit, a different story about how they,
and how they went through it.
They went through the virus.
We were going to have Serena on. Her story is very compelling. But
Serena.
Torres.
Okay.
Yeah, which is a friend of my daughter and one of the worker. But she couldn't make it today. But it's a very compelling story because we were hearing about it before we even knew there was a coronavirus. And before we were hearing about it. My daughter was telling me, and that's before anybody was saying COVID-19. So this happened a while ago. Um, we'll be looking forward to having her on when she's able to do it. But
Yes.
right now,
Yes.
our friends are here.
Mm-hmm. Today, joining us on Tweed Talks is Sensei Tom Renner, Albie Bachman, and it's also Sensei Charles Heimlich, right? It's also Sensei,
He's
right,
also
Charles?
Sensei.
Okay.
But
I know sometimes it's Sensei, it's Sifu, it's so
seafood is something that I eat when I go out.
You're Sifu. You're Sifu.
Mm-hmm. But you know what? Yeah, Sensei. Teacher is the name that I like to use. Yeah, but yeah, Sensei Sifu.
Okay.
But did I hit you, honey?
You did. You hit me in the
that's
shin.
okay. I'll fix that. Okay, so we're gonna bring them on right away.
Let's bring
so
them on.
we could
Come,
talk
welcome
about the story.
Tom, Albie, and Chuck.
Hey.
Got them all in. Hey.
Hey.
There we go.
The gang is all here.
Everybody's here.
Hello, group.
Us. How's everybody doing?
All right. How are you doing?
Thank goodness, doing okay.
Yep, on the mend, on the mend.
On the mend. Good to hear.
Yes. Now, I guess where we're going to start this is how long ago did you contacted this?
Well, who's Tom? Are you still suffering with some after effects?
Yes, I was sick about 4 weeks ago. I contracted it, and I just went back to work last week as a teacher in the high school and back at the dojo. Luckily, all my black belts and everyone covered the school for me, and my school that I work for at Westbury High School is very generous and let me, told me to take as much time that I need to get well, But yeah, 4 weeks ago, really bad, and then over the last week, it's good. But I still have a little residual cough. I'm extremely fatigued all the time.
So do you know where you contracted it?
No, I don't have any idea. I've been out and about doing motorcycle trips around the country, flying on planes, doing crazy things with Fran Capo, our good friend down in Florida, alligator adventures and crazy stuff with Fran. And I didn't catch it anywhere. And then I was home, started school and, out and about. And then on a Sunday night, a couple of weeks ago, Saturday night, I started to not feel well. Sunday morning, I had a really high fever. And then I went and got tested, and it tested negative twice.
Wow.
And then that Wednesday, my doctor sent me in for x-rays to my chest because I couldn't breathe. And he said my chest was fine. And then that Friday, I went and saw the doctor again. He did all my blood work, like 50 panel test and the COVID test. And then it came back Sunday morning. My doctor calls me at 7 a.m. On my cell phone. He goes, "You have it bad. You have to go to the hospital and get that monoclonal cocktail thing that I got." That's how that started for me. And my fever went away. But there's the whole thing in between,
Yeah.
If they didn't take care of me at the hospital, the nurse was saying I probably wasn't going to make it if they didn't treat me that.
Wow.
Yeah, so she said, I don't know, if we don't treat this guy right now, I don't think he's going to wait until Tuesday to get the cocktail. We got to give it to him now. And she fought for me, and she just started plugging me up. And the head nurse was like, "He doesn't have an appointment yet." And she goes, "I don't care. I'm taking care of this guy. He's not going to make it."
Wow,
And it was pretty scary. Oh yeah. Next week I'm good. I'm going to go in there and bring them pizzas and sodas and drinks, and I'm bringing a whole bunch of food to that department over there in that triage unit because they were nothing but wonderful to me. I was passing out. I was vomiting. I was high fever. Just everything was bad. So.
Wow.
How about you, Sensei Chuck?
Well, my situation is a little bit different than that. We were at an event at the Cutting Room in New York, and I think that's probably where I contacted you at. And it was about 2 days later, actually, and I started feeling sick, and it just got worse and worse and worse. I was supposed to do a big show on that Saturday, and I couldn't even get out of bed. It was so bad. And then the next day, I couldn't breathe. I was trying to fight it. I thought maybe I was just had a cold. The cold came along. I couldn't breathe. The breathing went really bad. My breathing actually went down to like a 69. And the only reason I know that is because Debbie Goslin was gracious enough to help me. And she got me one of those little monitors so that I can see where it was at. My temperature was pretty high. It was really bad. I finally went to the hospital. I went and got tested first. And they said, yes, you have COVID. And then I waited a couple days, and then I had to go to the hospital because I kept getting worse and worse. I almost didn't make it either. My oxygen was really bad. It was in a lot of pain. It's like having the flu times 20.
I agree.
Yeah, it's very, very painful. It's devastating to your body, and I've had it. I got it about 6, 7 weeks ago, and I'm still suffering a lot. I can't go to. I started going to the gym about 2 weeks ago, and I cannot lift more than I can't lift more than 15, 20 minutes, and I was going for 3 hours, and now I'm very limited to what I can do. My muscles are straining. And in about 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes, and the weights, I can't lift very much. My endurance is totally gone. Still in a lot of pain. I get a lot of pain in my legs at night. I wake up, I don't. The cough is gone, thank God. And the night that I was in the hospital, they wanted to keep me. They didn't want me to leave. Doctor said, "No, you're not leaving." I said, "Well, I have a young child at home, and I need to be home, and I need to go." And I had worked about my dojo as well. I closed my dojo down. You were fortunate enough to have some people run it. That's great.
Yeah.
I closed my dojo down, and I had to, just deal with what we had to deal with. But I didn't think I was going to make it either. I was very worried. I didn't think I was going to make it. They thought I wasn't going to make it.
Wow.
I went home. I called Dr. Robert Goldman, actually, while I was at the hospital.
Dr. Bob.
Dr. Bob,
Yeah,
right?
Dr. Bob. I talked to him, and he sent me a list, get the vitamin D3 right away.
I have the same list from him too.
You got the same list?
I called Dr. Rob. He sent me the same 20-page thing, right?
Yeah, exactly, right. Yeah. So I got all that stuff, and I started doing it myself, and I went out and bought some. I do take a lot of herbs, and I was taking herbs. I probably wasn't doing the right combination of herbs, but I do have a lot. I got Shishandra. I take that's Shishandra right there. I take Devil's Claw, which is really good for that kind of stuff. I also take Cat's Claw, and this is a real good product. This kills a lot of viruses and stuff. The Chinese medicine. It's a real good product there. So I do take a lot of stuff, and I try to fix myself up with most things. But the COVID, well, since it's man-made, it's very difficult to prepare for this thing.
And I did not have, just so you know, I did not have the vaccine. So I did not.
I did not either. I did not have it, and I'm not. And they wanted to give it to me in the hospital, which really shocked me. The doctor said, "Well, I can give you the vaccine. Do you want it?" I'm like, "I have COVID. Why do I want the vaccine?"
You're not allowed to get it for 90 days anyway afterwards.
Yeah, that's true.
So I didn't get it, and and I'm suffering a lot. I'm still in a lot of pain.
We are glad that you both are on the mend. Albie, your story is a little bit different. You became infected with COVID-19 from caring from a concert goer at Bethel Woods. Is that correct?
That is true. That is true. First of all, thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Tweed. Appreciate it. Both senseis.
Us.
Love it.
I'm an old Goju student myself, Chuck. Yes.
And you studied with
Henry Shawn.
Henry Shawn, yes. He's a good friend of mine.
Yes.
I worked out with him a couple of times.
Yeah, I was there for a couple of years with him. Sure. Well, my story is a little different. I'm relating to what Tom and Chuck are saying. Similar signs and symptoms, but actually there were 3 of us that contracted COVID at the same time when we did that public event. Very sick patient, and we both, all 3 of us, treated him inside the first aid room.
Wow.
And we contracted it together. Unfortunately, I think you may have read in the newspaper and learned that one of the 3 of us had passed away from COVID.
Oh,
A major administrator inside my company, very good boy and very young, 39 years old.
Oh.
And, we're still dealing with that inside the company. And me personally, he was like my adopted son, and he was an excellent technician, and we're still suffering from his loss. And he was 39 years old.
Wow. 39. Wow.
It does not discriminate
Right.
anybody at any age.
No, don't.
So I started to get very tired. And although I'm senior to all of you over here, I was just exhausted. I couldn't understand what was going on because I thought I survived this thing. Everybody else is getting COVID. And here at my age, I'm doing fine. I haven't gotten it. And I'm exposed, as you know, as an active paramedic. I'm ground level, right with this thing. I was so tired. And then I started to get these aches and pains throughout my body. And there you go. I knew it. I tested myself with the rapid test, positive. And then my head. I don't know about you, Tom, or you, Chuck. My head was pounding day and night.
My head's still pounding.
I just could not sleep. So my head, the pounding. A lot of people lost smell and taste.
I did.
You lost it?
Everything tasted like metal to me.
Oh,
Yeah,
Water, everything.
I didn't really lose that. Just a little bit of taste.
I didn't either until the end. I'm going back about 3 weeks now that I'm past this. 2 weeks that I'm past it. And so I had an appetite. So I had my wife. So make me breakfast. Made me scrambled eggs and bacon. And bacon has strong taste, strong smell. It had flavor. I have absolutely no clue what that flavor was.
Wow.
Couldn't tell you. So I convalesced at home. I have a little story to share with you. I got to share it. This is a serious matter, but we can also chuckle at these things. So I spoke to the doctor at Middletown and said, Mr. Bachman, you're married? Yes. You live with your wife? Yes. Says, I just want you to understand that during the COVID period, you cannot eat with her. You cannot watch TV with her. You cannot go anywhere. You can't sit near her. And you can't sleep with her. I said, listen, I'm married 33 years. That's easy. That's a piece of cake. So here, after the 3 weeks, I still have some remnants of COVID. I can't explain it. I can't find the actual adjective, but I'm foggy. I'm not there totally.
Yeah, me too.
Sometimes difficulty finding the word that I want to get out.
Yeah.
It's very, very strange. And I think it was you, Chuck, that said that you're still tired. Or both.
Me too. Me too.
And I'm still tired. By 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
So
it's a strange weakness. It's unexplainable.
It is. But thank God I'm here, and I do have underlying conditions. So at my age, I was very, very concerned getting COVID. I did not share that with my family because I didn't want them to be overly concerned, but concerned for myself at this age, getting COVID with underlying conditions, I was concerned. But thank God I did well. Residuals.
Yeah, I still have that brain fog. Like I'll be in the middle of a conversation. I'll be like, and someone will bring me back. You know, it's kind of weird.
Talk about that, yes.
And I'm exhausted. I'll get a good night's sleep, and I'm exhausted all day, and then I can't sleep at night. Still, I just get all messed up at night. I'm awake all night, and then I'm shot, and then I'm tired all day again, and it's just not changing for me like that yet.
So speaking to the medical professionals, I don't think that we will really know for many, many years the end result of this. Now, I was vaccinated, unlike the two of you. I got the Moderna, vaccinated, fine. And then after I got the COVID, they said, now you come down here, you're going to get the monoclonal antibody infusion, do it. And I got it. And that even held me down for the day. But after that, okay. But like both my senseis here, we still have those residuals. And I don't know when they'll go away. Weeks to months, I'm told.
Wow.
It's also a sad day to lose Colin Powell today. Also, I was looking at that. So my prayers to his family and everybody.
Prayers. Yeah, I was going to mention that too. Yep, prayers. And we also lost Warren Honeycutt. So I'd like to say prayers.
Yeah, Del Weston.
Yeah. A lot of good people.
Yes.
So many
There is
people.
let me see. There is a comment up here. I think it was from Louise. I think this is for Chuck. She says
Okay.
she sent the cops to your house for a wellness check.
Oh my God, scared the hell out of me.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
did. Yeah. I was suffering really bad. I was laying in bed. You know, you can't sleep anyway, but you're so tired. You can't move. You're just laying. And I see this flashlight in the middle of the night, and then I hear this guy banging on my door, and I jump out of bed, and I'm like, "Who the hell's at my door banging like that?" I open the door, and the cops are out there. I'm like, "What the hell? What the?" I thought I was getting raided. So. But yeah, I was like, I was a little upset. But thank you for doing that.
Yes, we got to look out for each other.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah,
great.
my coworkers at work at my high school I work with sending me groceries, and I got food sent to me. My neighbors sent me stuff. My son was bringing me some things because I live alone, and the outpouring of help was amazing. And my doctor even Dr. Weinstein calling me on the cell phone on his cell phone constantly.
Mhm.
Because he thought I was going to pass at one point. He didn't think I was going to make it, and he just kept checking in on me. He knows I'm alone. So it's very scary, very scary
You know
time.
what? And you know what? You can't move, so you are laying down. You can't move, so you can't go out and get nothing. You know, you can't go buy food. You can't go shopping. So yeah, I had no water. Thank God I had friends that brought water to me and all kinds of stuff too. So,
Yeah, my buddy down the block, Larry, brought me 2 cases of water, and then 2 days later, it tastes like metal. And I'm like, I can't even drink this stuff, but I got to drink 80 ounces a day. You know.
Oh my gosh.
When they put the antibody stuff in me at the hospital, I passed out. I was vomiting. I was it was bad. You know.
I would ask one favor of all of you is that, of course, we're recognizing the medical professionals out there that are doing the work for us.
Sure.
Please keep in mind, of course, I'm being selfish right now, but a lot of people are neglecting the fact that the paramedics that are out there are on the ground level in the face of this before anybody else. And and it's frightening to all of us. And our field is having trouble with personnel like every other industry right now.
Right.
Because of this COVID, there's fear, concern for family members. So please recognize emergency medical services out there that are on the ground level with this monster. It's a monster.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't know enough about it.
Absolutely. Many prayers and big shout out to our paramedics and EMTs that are
Thank you.
First responders. You know, our continued prayers to you all. You know. So Tom, you have a Dr. Weinstein too, huh?
Yep, Dr. Weinstein. I trained his son in martial arts for many, many years. He's been my doctor for probably 18, 20 years, and really great guy, and really takes good care of me, and just kept letting me come in, test me. And it was weird that I tested negative on the PCR and the rapid on Sunday, and then I had all this complicated, like the pains and the sweats, and I was in a pool of sweat for days. I couldn't get out of my bed. And then all of a sudden I go into his office on Friday, and then on Sunday morning I had COVID, but I guess I had it for the week, but I just test positive for it. I don't know.
For it, yeah.
But it was the worst. It was the worst. That week was the worst. And then the next week, like you said, Charles, just you know, laying in bed, looking at the ceiling, like 24 hours would go by, and I'm like, wow, I didn't even go to sleep yet. And I'm looking at the ceiling for all day, you know?
Yeah.
It felt like a minute. And then sometimes it felt like a year. You know?
You know, 2 weeks ago, I ended up with a really bad head cold. It was the week of my birthday. And
happy belated.
Fine. No head, no fever, no nothing. So then I get this message in my inbox. You know, I thought I had a head cold too, but it turned out to be COVID. Freaked me out. I immediately went the next day to get the rapid test, and then I got, you know, they swabbed me for the regular test, and they both came back negative, thank God. And I was like, oh my gosh, and the message from this one girl was just like, you better get tested. I was like, okay, now I'm scared. So I went, thank God it was negative though.
And I told her not to go. I told her not to go because
that's not the right thing to say.
I told her not to go because I diagnosed it.
Aren't you getting,
right.
Crystal, aren't you getting tested all the time because of all your film stuff and your shoots and stuff?
But it had been a couple days. It had been like a couple weeks since my last shoot. But funnily enough, I ended up booking a shoot 2 days later, and they were like, "Oh no, we can't rapid test you. We don't have any time." I was like, "Don't worry about it. I was just tested on Saturday."
Well, you know what? Speaking of booking, are you having a problem with booking? Because I was booked for Adam Sandler movie that they're doing in Philadelphia. I got booked for it, and then they wouldn't let me do it because I didn't have the vaccine. They wanted the number of the vaccine card, and I told them I don't have it. And now I can't get any work.
Right. On those productions like that, anyone who's in Zone A, like background and like the first team actors and stuff like that, and the crew, everyone has to be vaccinated.
Yep, I had a featured role too, and they won't.
Oh man.
Yeah, and I can't get any. I'm having a hard time submitting for anything because everything says must be vaccinated on all of them. Well, that's a big problem right now.
That I was on.
Time to produce your own film.
To be vaccinated, but they test you every day. I got tested.
I told them I'll take a test, but they said no. They want the vaccine. They want the number off the card.
That's very, very new. Within the last month or so. Yeah.
Yep. A lot of
all. It depends who's in it too.
What's that?
It depends who's in it. Who the star is, because they were very, very strict on this set.
They're just getting stricter and stricter. Everything I see on Backstage and Actors Access, they're all, most of the good feature films are all saying the same thing. So it really don't matter who's in it. They're just all doing it.
Even if you're a Teamster, though, my friends are Teamsters, some of my guys at the dojo, and they have to swab every 3 days.
Wow.
Every 3 days they're swabbing if they have the vaccine or not. They're still testing. And at my high school, since I'm not vaccinated, I have to swab every week and show my results to the administration.
Are they gonna force you to get the vaccine?
At this point, I don't think so, but I don't know where they're gonna take it, you know. And that's another thing with the medical guys, man. You got all these people since day one out on the street doing their thing. If they didn't get the shot, now they're firing people for not getting the shot. Meanwhile, they put their lives on the line for 1.5 years, and they've been doing a great job. And now they're going to just kick them to the side. That's not great. That's not a good thing to do. These people work hard and put their lives on the line, and just put them to the side. I was upset to hear that. You know,
it's very upsetting. Very upsetting that it's become very politicized, as we know.
It's unfortunate
to say. I don't really think that the medical professionals from top to bottom we don't know enough about this yet. It'll be years before we know. So you know, I'm not very happy with the politicizing of it all. It's separating a lot of our relationships with people. It's just created real turmoil. So we have to let it play out. We have to protect ourselves, be smart about it, because it's real. I mean,
it's definitely real.
No, it's definitely real.
This is no joke, and the variants they're there, and we just have to be smart about it and protect ourselves and protect the good ones.
I think I'm getting a tattoo. I survived COVID tattoo with the little molecule there. I'm gonna get the little virus right there. You know?
Oh man!
you making a
right
shirt?
on my arm, right there. You know.
So Chuck, have you changed anything about the way you're moving or your day-to-day life since coming through COVID?
Well, it's hard to teach because I can't stretch out at all. I don't feel like when I stretch, it feels different, and I feel my muscles and stretching is just not working out very well. And working out, like I said, it's hard to work out. You know, and then the way I'm being treated, I got a full-time job as well. And then, of course, I got problems with the acting. And then the full-time job, people are treating me like I didn't get my vaccinations. So they're treating me like I'm the bad guy. I'm the one, you know. Wow. And, you know, it's crazy. But I'm getting treated very poorly over there.
Yeah.
People got to cool out with that.
Yeah.
Start hanging garlic around your neck. Sensei, start hanging garlic around your neck.
I say, you know, hey, nobody, don't come near me then, you know? And then they're like, well, put your mask on. Look, I'm not wearing my mask. So if you got a problem with that, then, you know, don't come near me.
Listen, it's a personal choice, because I got vaccinated and people jump on me for being vaccinated.
Yeah.
See?
Why did you get a vaccine? And they were crazy. And I wasn't wearing a mask after I got the vaccine. So people yell at me for not wearing a mask. So,
Right.
Yeah.
so it's different from everyone. I mean,
Right.
I'm totally anti-vaccine, I'm not anti-vaccine, but when I first came to this country, I had to get vaccinated
Mhm.
Oh,
in
really?
order to come in. So,
Okay.
but it wasn't politicized back then, so it didn't make any difference. I just okay, that's what you got to do. But I don't tell anyone that they should, and I don't tell anyone that they shouldn't, or that they should.
Mhm.
You know, I think it's people treat it different.
Yeah.
Everybody's different. Everybody has a different DNA.
Mhm.
Right.
So it's a personal choice.
Mhm.
This is the only time I didn't have an A+, A positive blood. I wish I had the O positive now, right?
Tom, did you change anything like after coming down with COVID and living through it? Did you change like anything you do like on your daily life or?
Well, right away, even though I wasn't feeling well, as soon as I started to get my breath back a little bit, I said, you know what, I better start walking a little bit. So I just started walking around my block, and I had my cane. And it's actually funny because some people saw me that didn't recognize me. My hood on, it was a little cold. I'm walking with my cane slow, and they're like, "Who's this like bum on my street?" and no one, everyone knows I do sword fighting and jujitsu and stunts and movies, and I'm all over the place, motorcycles, And they're like, "Who's this bum?" And they're like, "Oh, that was Tom. That's our neighbor Tom." And I just wanted to get fresh air, breathe in through my nose, start walking around a little bit. I started to, when I could, drive down to the beach, walk on the boardwalk, but I was very winded. Brought my cane, but I'm still trying to get out, even if I'm exhausted. I try and go walk, because I don't want to take a nap during the day. I want to just hit it hard when I go to sleep at night, So
Right.
I'm forcing myself. But, whether I wake up every hour and I'm up at 5 in the morning to go to work, I'm exhausted. Or if I sleep for 9 hours and I get up for work, I'm exhausted all day anyway. I've been teaching jujitsu from the chair. My guys are demonstrating all the moves for me. I'll jump up and maybe show some things nice and slow, but I'm really just still in the chair, telling everyone what to do at the dojo. But my guys at the dojo are amazing. They even brought food to the dojo for me and soup. And let me tell you, that Boston Market rotisserie chicken soup was amazing. I was like living on that. I was living on that for like 4 days. My guy Kenny Mizzy was bringing it for me. I was like, "Thank you, Kenny." So, but that's it. I just, even at work, they're like, "If you need to take half a day, take half a day. You want to take the day off, this could last for months. So just take care of yourself first." So I'm very appreciative that I work in a school district that's really, really great and wants to work with you and help you out. But I have a
taste coming back.
What's that?
Is your taste coming back?
Oh yeah, I have my taste back
Okay.
like 4 days ago.
Wow.
And of course, I was like, I am getting a chocolate ice cream. I survived this thing. When I got chocolate ice cream, tasted every nice. I was delicious, So just, it's good. But slowly but surely, I'll be back. Hopefully sooner than later. But you know what? The most important thing is we're all healthy. We all survived it. I don't know what the deal is. I got the antibodies now, which is great. But hopefully that keeps me safe for a while. And we'll see what happens, But I feel good, but I just feel like, Chuck said, I'm exhausted 24/7.
Yeah.
I don't care what time of the day it is. I'm shot.
Same thing with me. I can't believe that you sometimes get 9 hours of sleep. Oh my God.
Well, you know what? I've been taking a melatonin and a Benadryl, which is totally knocking me out.
Well, of course.
That's helping me out.
We're all doing the
That's
same
really
thing. It's funny.
What's that, Albie?
We're all doing the very same thing. I took a melatonin the other night too.
The melatonin just makes me fall asleep, but the Benadryl will keep me asleep, Everyone's telling me to take a shot of something, but I don't really drink. So I'm like, I'm not doing alcohol.
Funny.
Chuck, you said that
I'm glad that we're
supplementing, right?
I'm very
sorry, go ahead.
glad that we're able to laugh about it.
Yeah,
Good,
absolutely.
good.
It's a serious matter, but we must find humor in everything anyway.
That's right.
Completely
That's right.
agree.
Totally agree.
Chuck, you said you're supplementing, right?
Right. Yes.
Tom, are you supplementing as well? You said you got the same list as Chuck?
I got the same list, yeah, but before that even happened, my student Joe Navarra, Joe Navarra, the Assassin X,
Yes.
he's my partner. He's one of my highest black belts, my senpai. from the day that COVID came out, the year and a half ago, whatever, he put us on a strict regimen, and he texted everyone in the dojo. So since then, I've been taking my like 15 supplements. You know, the zinc, the NAC, the quercetin, the vitamin C, the D, the astragalus, the everything that I take every morning before I go to work and start my day. Since then, so I think, and then even when I got sick, I have to say I took 3 days of ivermectin in the very beginning because I was nervous and I had it from Kiwi Drugs in Australia. I bought it, and I took 3 days of ivermectin, and I think that kind of helped me a little bit, you know.
Right,
But
yeah.
I've been doing this regimen since 2 Marches ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Albie, what about you?
Same thing. I take the multivitamin, the zinc, the vitamin D. When I first got COVID, I attacked it myself right away with the help of the doctors too. I had that little cough like everybody else. It wasn't serious. It was annoying. If any, it was just annoying. It just would not go away. And it just went away maybe a week and a half ago. So I was on the Mucinex. I was on the zinc, vitamin D, Tylenol, just the typical things that everybody else was talking about. Just those little supplements to help. But zinc is important for the immune system.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah. So I forget how much I'm taking with it. 5,000, whatever
Yeah,
it is.
I think you need 4,000 of the D3, 5,000 of the zinc.
Right.
Yeah, I think after every meal they say to take zinc after like every meal, every time you eat or something too, you know.
Yeah. So
Right.
everybody,
Okay.
like all three of us are doing the same thing, and hopefully it is keeping us healthy.
Yeah, Dr.
Yeah.
Bob really had this big thing, and then Harry Mock, actually, our good friend Harry,
Yes.
he
I
has
heard talking about
this drink to get rid of your cough. So I could send it to you, Pedro. He sent me this thing, how to make this 10-day drink that you drink a gallon every day, and then it like totally gets rid of your cough like that, you know.
You
Cool.
send that to
I
me
think
too.
it's 3 or 4 days.
Well, we're going to be talking to Dr. Bob. We haven't set a date yet, but I did talk to him.
Chuck wants the ingredients to that drink, Tom.
I'll get it to you. And I'll tell you what, Dr.
You're
Bob,
going to put it in his
I
book.
texted him and told him what was happening with me. That guy texted me up, called me up immediately, and got right on the phone. It was amazing. He's really a great person.
Yeah,
Dr.
he really
He's
is.
amazing. I tell you, right in the middle of the hospital. I was in the hospital bed. He just called me right back. He's
Yeah.
it. He is.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's that
Well,
type
look,
of guy.
we just lost Dell 4 or 5 weeks ago, a big hit to our community. And like you said, you know, some other people too. And when it first started, I lost one of my brown belts at the dojo. No one even knew what happened to Anthony Denoyer. No one knew what happened.
Yeah.
And then finally they did all these great tributes to him on Long Island and everything, but he was a police officer, you know, so very, very sad. It's really affected a lot of people that I know, and you just keep hearing people getting sick and dying, or people getting the shot and having reactions, or people not getting the shot, and then they're saying more people are in the hospital that didn't take the shot that are dying right now and on ventilators, and you hear all this information. It's concerning. It's crazy. It's who do you believe too? You know,
Right.
I just want the truth. I just want the truth.
If we get the truth, we don't really know right now.
Yeah.
I can tell you from
don't really know.
emergency medical service perspective, we're seeing a lot more people over the last few months with COVID. It's on the increase around our area right now again. So that's why I say we just, even if we have gotten it and we have the antibodies, we can get COVID again.
Yep. Yep.
So it must be very, very.
Well, that's what happened with Warren Honeycutt. He had it last year and got it again.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I didn't know he had it the first time.
I didn't know the first time.
Oh,
No.
boy.
Nobody
And
really knows.
Albie, where are you located?
Right now in
He's up here with us.
Oh, okay, because I'm on Long Island. I'm on Long Island. Chuck, where are you?
Chuck, where are you?
I'm sorry. I think I lost you guys. You there?
No, we hear you.
Where do you live, Chuck?
Your sound's off. I can't hear you.
Oh, huh.
I don't know if it's me.
I forgot my sign.
He's in New Jersey. He's in New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're asking me where I'm at, yes, I'm in New Jersey. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's.
I'm here in Sullivan County.
Well, listen, Chuck. You know, when I was on set, they kept doing this test, and then I came home and I told my wife, you know, this test. They do a test double test. They do double test. And then my wife said, "You get paid for it." I said, "What? Okay."
Yeah, you get paid every time they test
Every
you.
time they put that in there, you get paid. So I said, "Okay."
All right. So my sound's back, so now I can hear you guys.
Yeah, I
Oh,
also
okay.
had
Okay,
Dr. Bob's brother, Mark Goldman, was calling me. You know, he's my partner in Father and Father, the movie. He was in my film Assassin X. Great guy. He called me every day. He stopped by my house and brought me food and stuff. And he lives all the way in Nassau, like an hour away. The guy
Wow.
was amazing. Just a great friend. He's a real brother.
He's
The
also
Goldman,
a great guy.
really great. Mark Goldman really stepped up and really was a great brother and helping me out. And you know, at work, my friend Diana Costa, all of a sudden I get these bags of Target groceries. I'm like, what's all these
Wow,
groceries on my
wow.
front step, you know? So it was pretty wild, pretty wild.
We didn't know, otherwise we would have come down.
You know
You
what?
know-
I didn't want to go on Facebook and be like, oh, I'm sick with COVID. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just kept it to myself. I go, I hope I live so I can see everybody again. But if I'm done, no one's even gonna know what happened to me until it's said, you know?
I did the same thing. I didn't say nothing on Facebook either.
Right.
Yeah,
You don't want to get people upset, you know, or concerned.
Right.
I didn't find out about you guys until I was talking to you on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know, and it's funny because I was thinking about doing this type of show, but I had something else in mind. I was talking to Chuck about Dragon Squad.
Yeah.
And that's how he was going to come in.
Mm-hmm.
And then he told me about this. I said, "Whoa!" And then I was talking to Sensei Renner about writing something for my book.
And then you found out.
And they had found out. So I said, "Oh, I have to do the
it's
show."
time to do it.
Because
Yeah.
everything was happening
Mm-hmm.
that way.
Well, look, we're on with America's favorite couple here, man. Woo!
Oh,
Yeah.
Dog.
he's my favorite.
Big hand, big hand.
Food. How people were sending you food.
Yeah, I was getting DoorDash, I guess. I was getting like Uber
DoorDash.
food.
DoorDash.
And people would just, you know, even my son would run up to the door, knock, run away, leave.
And then run away.
Stupid. No one wanted to come near me. No matter 3 weeks later, everyone's like, "Hey, what's going on?" You know?
Yeah.
But I was very thankful for everybody that stepped up to, and I know if I would have put it out on Facebook, I would have had a truckload of stuff at my house, which would have been great.
Oh yeah, we would have been there.
Amazing. But I was just happy that I just thought I'd be by myself, and I had stuff in the freezer, and then everybody just was very generous, and I had friends, you know, like I said, door dashing me stuff from Tropical Smoothie to cool me down, and different food places and Chinese restaurants, and it was just amazing and then even work, all my coworkers, like, "You've been out for 2 weeks. Are you okay? Do you have and everyone's calling me, asking if I need stuff. You find out, you know, who really cares.
Family, yes.
You know?
That is wonderful.
And it was amazing. It was so amazing, the love that I was feeling. It was great. And then when I went to school, I got kids jumping on me, hugging me. "Mr. Renner, it's great to see you."
Wow.
I'm like, nice, you know, it was great. And then I just had a great time.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't care. I'll hug them all.
Yeah.
They could show me the love. It's all great, you know.
So as Albie said, he's in Sullivan County. We're also in Sullivan County. And, you know, we have a big Jewish population. Very good close friend of mine, Sari Rosenheck. And I wasn't even sick when she brought the soup. Made me a big bowl of matzo ball soup.
Nice.
Well, if you
There
can
you
find
go.
someone that can make you some matzo ball soup, some authentic matzo ball soup, or if you know a Hispanic that can make you a pot of sancocho, man, it's called, what don't they call matzo ball soup? Jewish penicillin?
Jewish penicillin. Yeah, my
Jewish
black belt.
penicillin,
My
and then they
black
call
belt.
sancocho like Dominican or Puerto Rican
Penicillin,
penicillin.
yeah.
So
Yeah, my black belt, Sandy Charlak, was bringing me. She was making me homemade matzo ball chicken noodle
Nice.
soup, whatever, and she made me little tubs of it. I was like, "Thank you, Sandy. I
oh
appreciate
gosh.
it." She even came over, and you know, I had students stopping by, sitting in the driveway with me. I would sit in my lawn chair. They would sit at the other end of the driveway, and we would talk for half an hour. And I was just too tired. They would stay for a while, and then I would have to go inside and relax. But it was nice to just sit out in the sun and get the vitamin D naturally,
Yeah.
and just be out in the air and just sit there. I would sit there for 5-6 hours outside when it was sunny out, you know, in my chair.
Yeah.
We didn't have any more energy to do anything else anyway.
No. Yeah, I was trying to do schoolwork and do lessons to just keep my kids up to. I couldn't. I looked at the computer and like 5 hours later, I'm like, I didn't even touch anything. What am I doing here? You know?
Right.
You need to take a nap after that.
Yeah, I looked at the screen and was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you guys to do a qigong set. Yeah, and I may have to make a video. Yes, we're gonna do the 8 pieces of brocade, which is good for healing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I may make a video and then send it to you.
Thank
But
you.
Do that.
Thank
Yeah,
this
I want
one is standing and leaning over, which is in Chinese is Sanya, which means three, the triple heater, which helps with respiration. And that's not a Western thing. The triple heater is a more Chinese medicine. But
Right.
I will make that video and send it to you.
Thank you.
I welcome it.
I want to say happy birthday to. Oh, there's a lot of people commenting, so I'm gonna.
Hey, everybody.
say some.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. Let's say some comments.
Okay, so we have.
Oh, Karen. Karen says she still has issues with pain. She had at the same time as Charles.
Charles
Yeah,
gave it
we
to
all
her.
got it
Well,
together.
we roll in the same clubs, together. So
Right.
that's what happens. Okay. Romeo, we had Romeo on several months back when we first started the show, and he
Okay.
said he has a lot of bad
Where is it?
memories.
Okay, right here.
Mm-hmm.
Romeo wrote a book while he had COVID.
Wow.
Yeah, after he started feeling better, because he said he felt like he was gonna die, and he wanted to leave memories for his children. So
Wow.
Right.
yeah. Let's see. What to say? Oh, okay. So Karen said she tested negative Thursday, but was positive on Monday, and that happens quite often.
Yeah, that was like me. I was tested negative Sunday, and I was positive Friday.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? Oh,
Oh, that was another. Jesus is saying hello. Louise. Okay.
Jesus, love me tender. Thank you. Thank you very much.
yes, yes.
He does a great
Karen said
Elvis.
she
You're
added
right.
Special minerals to her water as well as other supplements. So that seems to be like the key. Everyone is supplementing, to keep to try and boost their immune system.
Yep.
I also have to give a shout out to Soke Di Pasquale Jr. He called me every day to make sure I was okay. Soke Di Pasquale, and he's going through his stuff right now. I wish him well. Love that guy.
Yeah.
But he called me every day to check on me and get my spirits up and help me through it. It was amazing.
All right. Shout out to Soke Di Pasquale.
The martial art community is the best.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes, the best. Everybody think that, fighting all the time, but, we get along. We have so much love for each other.
Yeah.
And that is amazing. That is a great discipline. And we just love each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't wait to see you guys. I can't wait to see you guys at Sifu Alan Goldberg's big event in January. We're all going.
We're going on the show before that. Him and Dr. Bob, not on the same day, but he's going to be on the show. So don't miss that one. Tell everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're going to do the show there?
Huh?
You're going to do the show at the Goldberg event?
We're probably going to do some remote from there because there's a lot of people.
Definitely. That's a good idea. Do it from there.
Now you're talking, Chuck.
Yes.
Yeah. And do it right at my table.
You just want me to watch your books.
Yeah. And make sure you know the title.
Yes. We spell it right.
Chuck,
Go ahead.
I don't know, still to this day, I don't know how I messed up the title. I did 20 shows in 2019 and never once did I mispronounce the word anonymity. But then your book title, for some reason, I couldn't say it.
Which is funny because she's known for doing the medical terminology and all that stuff.
Ankylosing spondylitis.
I know, right? I know. That's why it was so funny. It was
Wait
amazing.
a second. Is that a visiting angel I see?
Yeah.
America's Choice.
Well, behind me, that's a martial arts. That's a martial arts kick with my name on it.
I promise I'll pronounce it properly next time, Chuck.
All right, Thomas, the autonomous hippopotamus.
Thomas the autonomous hippopotamus. See, I
There
did
you
it.
go. You got it.
Yeah. Well, I want to say happy birthday to this guy right here.
Hey, oh yeah.
Happy birthday.
It's his birthday.
Happy birthday.
the first time that he missed our show live.
Because, you know, no, it was his anniversary or his wife's birthday a couple weeks ago. And
yeah.
so, you know. So shout out to Daryl Brackett. So we want to thank you guys for coming on and joining us and just telling your stories and sharing with our viewers. We really appreciate you. And we're so glad that you are all on the mend.
Thank you.
Complete health.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And I appreciate you guys. And thank you so much for having me again. And I love you guys and I miss you guys. And I will see all you guys in January.
Sounds
Well,
good.
actually, we're going to see you next week because the Dragon Squad is coming.
Oh, yeah. I'll see you next week.
Oh, nice. Very good. Yeah, thank you so much for having me on and reaching out. I love you guys. You guys are the best. It's always great to see you. Pedro's in Father and Father. He's in there working out, doing all the stuff with my movie, and it's awesome, man. Love you guys.
Yeah.
We love you too. And Albie's an actor also.
Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it so much. Thank you.
Nice meeting you, Albie.
Thank you, gentlemen. Have a great night.
Us.
Thanks, us.
Good night.
Good night, guys.
Bye, all.
Us. Okay,
That
so
was wonderful.
I was, you know, I forgot to do something at the beginning of this show, and that was,
oh yeah,
you know, he was one of my heroes. You know, so an amazing guy,
wonderful career. You know, dedicated his life to betterment of the country. You know,
and
so.
you know, for him to pass today when we're doing this type of show, from COVID, it's like it was supposed to happen today.
Yeah,
it was supposed to happen today. Well, it was nice to talk to our friends, and the main thing is that they are alive.
Yeah,
you know, and obviously in good spirit. I think that laughing is good for your health. I always believe that. I'm glad that even though this was a serious subject, that we were able to laugh a little bit about it. And I can't wait to see them.
Yeah.
I mean, and I don't want that. I don't want Sensei Brenner voice to change because I love his voice, especially on Father and Father. I said, oh, is that your real voice?
Especially when he raps.
Yes. Oh, yeah. We're getting to rap since we're going to be live. And Chuck, of course, you know, he's grinding and, you know, he couldn't.
Chuck is our forever table mate. Any event, we are at the table with Chuck having a good time. So that's awesome.
And, you know, of course, we're going to hang out on January.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're going to have some more shows and we're going to see you. I want to thank both for the Sensei and Albie. I'm so glad. Albie's an actor also. I was surprised.
Is he?
Yeah, he's an actor. He does plays, you know.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, that's how I got started on stage.
Okay, so with that, we're gonna say love, peace, and harmony.
Thank you guys for joining us.
See you next week.
Have a great night
with Dragon Squad.
See you, Chuck.